Your government promised to deliver a world-leading railway, which means the best in the world, and you've just sat there and told me that there's no way in which it's the best railway in the world. That's your responsibility.
Yes, it's my responsibility.
So why don't you resign?
Well, the only people calling for that are the Labour Party and some of the unions affiliated with Labour. I've not seen any passenger or heard from any passenger calling for that because they want a transport minister who's on the job.
Sorry, are you inviting passengers to call for your resignation?
No. What I'm saying is I'm on top of the job. I'm listening to what passengers have to say. I'm monitoring ScotRail's performance, and I've demanded an improvement. And if there's not an improvement, Gordon, I'll be very clear, as I have been previously, and I will be again, that there are some very, very serious consequences for ScotRail, for Abellio, if they do not improve their performance.
Nicola Sturgeon said the other day that you would keep the option of stripping Abellio of the ScotRail franchise. That could happen when?
Well, there's a few ways that can happen. One, if performance dips below 84.3% in terms of the PPM, the performance measure, for 3 consecutive months. That is one way it can happen. What I would also say is that alternatives in terms of a public sector bid are something that I'm exploring, looking at, and that we've committed to bring forward as well. So the contract
when
can
could
be
that
terminated.
happen?
Well, the contract could be terminated, as I said, if performance falls below 84.3%.
At the point at which it falls below that?
That is when you would start discussions about stripping the contract. Of course, you would have a period of time whereby we'd have to put other measures in place. Now, we have the operator of last resort. If the Scottish Government, if Transport Scotland had to take over the railways tomorrow, we have contingency in place to do that. We have the Shell company set up.
But
we have the operator of last resort set up to do that.
Presumably, if it came to that point, you would resign.